Namaste Yogis and welcome back to Yin Yoga with Matt. And today I've put together a really great morning Yin Yoga class for you guys. And I wanted to share with you a new power that I've discovered. So we talked before about the power of saying no to establish boundaries in your life and to create distance between the things you want and things you don't really want in your life. But recently I've discovered the power of saying yes. So sometimes in your life you feel like things are kind of remaining the same and you don't really know what needs to be done to change all of that. And you will see that from time to time opportunities will be thrown your way. There's going to be people inviting you to all sort of things that you've never went to, or new opportunities will come your way. You'll get a phone call from somebody who's asking you to participate in something or whatnot. And sometimes saying yes to those things will just open up doors and give you opportunities to have a richer life, meet new people, try some new things. So, get out of your comfort zone maybe once in a while and start saying yes as well. And that's a new discovered power for me, which is as important as saying no. So I guess you have to strike that middle balance to keep everything in perspective. So for today's class, we're just going to be using our yoga mat. We don't need any props. And we're just going to start by sitting up straight, closing your eyes as usual, which I like to do. I usually like to start the classes by taking some deep breath in and out through the nose, and calming our mind and body, kind of setting the pace for today's class. So you can rest the back of your hands on both of your knees if you want. Sitting up straight, flattening the spine. Focusing on taking deep breath. And then being flooded with feelings of happiness and joy. The happiness and joy of being on your yoga mat today with me and doing something great and beneficial for yourself. You should always be proud to take those moments for you to feel better. They are very important in a balanced life. So on your next exhale, we can open our eyes slowly. And now that we are in the perfect state of mind to dive into this Yin Yoga class, let's just start by twisting our spine a little bit and loosening up our upper back. So we're going to be grabbing our left hand and placing it on the exterior side of our right knee. We're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to twist our upper torso, placing the right hand behind ourselves on the floor and then looking back. So do not over twist or force too much into this asana. Just kind of find your edge, hold stillness, and allow your body to open up on its own. So just taking some few breaths here. So from here we can take one big inhale, and on the exhale, twist our upper torso, come back to center, and just notice how that feels in your spine and upper back. You can move it around a little bit, see how that feels. And now we're going to be placing the right hand on the exterior side of our left knee, taking one big inhale, and on the exhale we're going to twist our upper torso, looking back and placing the left hand behind ourselves on the floor. So you can kind of use that right hand on the left knee to kind of just brace yourself into the twist. Helps you to support and stay still. So we can take one big inhale here, and on the exhale, releasing the twist and coming back to center. So you should already notice that both sides feel more open, and you already feel that your upper back has released some tension through the twists. So now we're going to go into square pose, which I really love, but some people find it challenging. So just don't push yourself too hard, and you will be able to hold it. So let's grab our right ankle and place it on top of the left knee. Exactly like this. You want to square off your hips. And then from here, we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward until we find our edge. So like I said, this is challenging enough as it is. Don't push yourself too much. If all you can do is this, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be working on that together. So once you find your edge, just close your eyes again come back to stillness. And then refocus on today's intentions, which is to say yes to more opportunities that comes your way. Trying out things that you wouldn't try before. Living a fuller and richer life by saying yes to opportunities. You never know what you might find or what you might learn or the new relationships that you might create from doing so. If you're getting comfortable, you can try to walk your fingertips a little further, diving deeper into this asana. You should feel a nice stretch and sensation in your right glute. And from here, we're going to be exploring square pose in a new variation that I've been trying and discovered, which feels great. So from here, we're going to walk our hands to the left side of our mat, and then you should feel a different sensation in your right glute. This feels amazing, and I really like to start doing it more often. Again, if it's too challenging, just take a few steps back and find an edge that you can comfortably hold while challenging yourself just a little bit. So from here, we can walk our hands back to center and then raising our upper torso slowly. So that should really feel amazing on the right side of your glutes and hips. So you might want to uncross your legs. Just take a little moment here to reset and come back to neutral so you can close your eyes. Taking a few breaths. And then when you're ready, you can take your left ankle and place it on top of the right knee, squaring off your hips. You can take one big inhale, closing our eyes. Exhale, bring your focus to that left glute, walk your fingertips forward. As the sensations are increasing, find your edge, and when you feel like it's enough, stop and hold stillness. So one side might be totally more open than the other, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. Our bodies are changing from day to day, week to week, month to month. And from here we can take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands to the right side. Exactly like this until we find enough of a sensation in our right glute and hip socket. And then we're going to hold it there, exploring the square pose with this new variation that I discovered. And we can slowly walk our hands back to the center and then walk them back, raising our upper torso, releasing our crossed legs, and taking a beautiful moment here to notice how we feel. And after a few breaths, we're just going to be turning ourselves onto our knees. So, untucking our toes, keeping our knees in line with our hips, we're going to go into melting heart position. So from here, we're just going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, keeping our knees and hips in line and just lowering our upper torso. Bring the forehead to rest onto the floor. So this feels really good to open up your back in the morning. I really like melting heart. For that reason, it makes my spine feel amazing. Releases a lot of tension in my shoulder blades and shoulders as well. If you're really flexible, you can bring your chest to the floor. And in my case, the forehead is enough. So from here, we're just going to move our hips forward, putting the weight on our elbows and forearms and coming down to our bellies, placing our elbows in line with our shoulders, extending our legs flat onto the ground, palms on the floor in front of us. We're just going to set ourselves up into Sphinx pose to open up the low back. So from here, we're going to transition from Sphinx to Seal. So if you want to just bring your palms in front of you on the floor, past your mat, we're going to push through our arms and bring our shoulder blades back just like this. So from here, we can lower ourselves back down to our elbows, and then flaring out our elbows to both sides of our mat. We're just gonna bring the right arm underneath and in front of our chest, and then moving the left one towards the right side of the mat. So we're placing our weight on both elbows with palms facing towards the ceiling. And from here, we're just allowing our upper body to drop, placing the weight on opening up our shoulders. So this feels really amazing. So my left arm is in front of the right one, both elbows aligned, and then my palms are facing the ceiling. So from here, we can slowly release, bring back our elbows to the center like this. And now we're going to bring our right arm in front of the left one. With both palms facing forward, we're going to slide the left arm towards the right side of the mat, the right arm towards the left side until our elbows are in line. And then with the palms up facing the ceiling, just going to lower our upper body down and allow our weight and gravity to open up our shoulders. So from here we can bring our arms back to neutral, and then flaring our elbows out, placing our palms one on top of the other, we are going to bring our forehead down to rest on the back of our hands, lowering our body down to release our low back. So just allowing it to relax and come back to neutral. You should already feel a good release pretty much everywhere from your low back to your shoulder blades, upper body, spine. So from here we're going to go into a variation of cat pulling its tail. So we're going to be rolling on the right side. And from here we're just going to bring the left leg in front of us. So with the left hand we're going to grab the right ankle just like this and pulling it so that our right knee is pointing straight towards the front of our mat. And once you're settled into this, you might try to come down to the floor. You can place your hand behind your head for support and try to bring both shoulder blades on the floor. So it doesn't need to look perfect. Your body will dictate you just how good you can do this today. So just allow it to be. So trying to bring that left shoulder back down to the floor as much as you can. And then pulling on that right foot with your left hand, you should feel a nice stretch on the front of your right thigh. So from here we can release that right leg, turn back to our bellies, taking a moment here again with our elbows flared out to bring our forehead to rest on the back of our hands. If you want, you can bend your knees up and then wiggle your hips left to right, which will feel good for your low back. And then lowering them back down. So this time we're gonna be going on the other side. I'm just gonna release my battery pack here. Sorry. So rolling onto the left side, we're gonna extend and glide the right leg in front of us, exactly like I'm doing. And then with the right hand, we're gonna grab the top of our left foot and we're gonna pull it towards us. So you should already feel a nice stretch to the front of the left thigh this time. And from here, we're gonna try to open up our upper body, looking up and trying to bring that right shoulder blade and shoulders back down to the floor to the best that we can. Closing our eyes and then relaxing into this. You might want to grab onto that right thigh with your left hand just to keep your legs in place on both hands. And on your next exhale, you can release your left leg, bring back the right leg in. And we're just going to be turning onto our backs this time, placing ourselves in the middle of the mat. Might feel good to just wiggle your hips left to right at the moment, just like this in a windshield wiper motion. That feels amazing. What a great session today with you guys. I really needed this myself. So from here, we're just gonna bring our legs up in the air, and with our hands, we're gonna grab the exterior edges of our feet, and then we're gonna pull down into a happy baby. You might wanna just wiggle left to right to massage your low back. You're trying to keep the sacral bone down on the floor. And then just pulling on your legs, you're opening up your groin area. So again, close your eyes, find your edge, and then hold into stillness. So from here, I'm going to invite you to bring your legs back in and extend them in front of you to set ourselves up for Savasana. So with your palms facing towards the ceiling, legs spread comfortably apart, just bring back your focus to all the contact points of your body with the ground. And then try to release any kind of control you're exercising over your muscles right now. Complete release of control into stillness. So try to navigate your mind within your body and see if you can let go of certain areas even more. If you find that you are exercising some sort of control over a muscle or a position or something in your body, just let go and see how you can relax that part of your body. You might feel that your jaw is clenched, so try to release that. That you are forcing your eyebrows, you're frowning your forehead. Just release everything. So when you're ready, you can stay lying down in Savasana, but I'm gonna slowly make my way back up to the seated position to conclude today's class with you. So I really hope you enjoyed this 45-minute Yin Yoga class with me today. Like I said, the power of yes. Try to see in your life if you can start exploring that power. And it's definitely gonna bring you new opportunities and bring you places you've never been before, and you're gonna meet people you would have never met otherwise. So give yourself that chance and explore life by saying yes sometimes. And that's the whole point of today's class, really. So if you like my Yin Yoga classes, please subscribe to my channel. It will allow you to stay up to date with my new content. You can share the class with family and friends to support what I do, or donate to my PayPal account or by e-transfer with the links in the description of this video. So let's place our hands at our heart, sitting up straight and tall, dropping down our shoulder blades, and we're going to close our eyes. And we're going to take the biggest inhale we can and the biggest exhale, just to release everything and feel amazing. So until next time, have a beautiful rest of your week and weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye, yogis.